Hey, how's it going, all you most amazing top 10ers? I'm back. I'm so glad to be back. Hopefully you guys are too. And hopefully I can make your guys' day just a little bit better with this video. So this right here is the top 10 most expensive cities to live in or visit. And this list is also based out of 160 different comparisons. So I'm talking about things like product cost, cost of clothes, cost of foods, cost of living. So let's get right into this. Let me take you guys over to Dublin in at number 10. So Dublin is the capital of the Republic of Ireland. Dublin is known for their expensive foods in supermarkets. There's not a lot of competition, which means there's actually no reasons to lower their prices. Dublin has the fastest rising hotel room prices among major European cities. To rent a place in Dublin is going to cost you a fortune. There's actually a lot of posts and blogs online of people complaining on how expensive the prices are. Amsterdam is up next in at number 9. It is very expensive to live in this city with a population under 1 million. And Amsterdam isn't gaining or losing its population, it's kind of stagnant. Amsterdam have things called, summer menus where food is nearly 50% more during May to October. And this is the same period that a lot of people like to travel the city in. Shanghai, China now comes onto this list in at number 8. Shanghai is certainly one of the most fascinating cities to live in or travel to in the world. But you know what? It might be worth the pretty penny. Its skyline is just stunning. The population right now is about 14 million people. Every year, Shanghai has been climbing on this list for the world's most expensive cities. Good day, mate. Comes into number 7, and we're talking about Sydney, Australia. Let's do some comparisons to the States and some of these prices comparable to the UK because a lot of you guys are from the States or from the UK. So consumer prices are about 11% higher than the States. The cost to rent is about 13% higher. Restaurants are going to cost you 15% more. And I already think the States is too expensive, never mind Sydney, Australia. Every time I travel to the States, we lose like half our money. Singapore is up next on this list and at number 6. Their currency is the Singapore dollar. Inflation is the main reason why it's super expensive to live there. The cost of everything has gone way up. But the biggest problem is people's incomes has stayed the same. So how can we keep up with the cost of living? And it's actually hard right now to find a job there. At number 5, we have Hong Kong. They have a population of 7.1 million people and they're slowly climbing. Living there is super expensive. Hong Kong goes by the Hong Kong dollar, or HK for short. For every 1 Hong Kong dollar, it's only about 17 cents Canadian. If you work in Hong Kong, you have to pay one of the most expensive taxes in the world. Their tax is about 49.6% on the corporation side. This constitutes the largest source of tax collected by the government. And for individual tax claims is about 22.8%. New York City comes into this list at number 4. So this is pretty obvious that, New York's cost of living is pretty steep and it's only getting worse as the years go by. Research has proven that half of all New York City renters are rent burdened, meaning they pay 30% more of their income on rent alone. The population in New York is about 8.4 million. About 75,000 people move to New York City every year on average, and only about 12,000 new house units are completed each year. So this is why rent is so inflated. The population is growing way too fast for the housing market. Another reason why New York is so expensive, you're paying more each year for housing because the house prices are going up, but the amount that people make aren't going up to compensate for it. So to give you guys a better idea, for a 1-bedroom apartment in the city center will cost you about $3,000 a month. And to rent a 1-bedroom apartment outside the city center will cost you about $1,800. Paris used to be number 2, so I guess that's a good thing, but it's still very expensive. The demand drove prices way up. Everyone seems to always want to travel to Paris, no matter the cost. Hotel costs to stay in Paris is among the highest in the world. And that's because a lot of the hotels are really close in proximity to famous landmarks. Workers get paid great in Paris. Their average work week is actually shorter than, the average world. In the world, on average, and here in Canada, is about a 40-hour work week. Well, in Paris, it's about 35 hours. Number 2 is Geneva. Geneva is the second most popular city in Switzerland after Zurich, and it is actually quite expensive to visit. For locals, they earn a decent living, so the price items are relatively affordable just because their wages are better when compared to other countries. But for tourists who are visiting the cities, things can get very expensive fast. For example, a cocktail there can cost you about $22. Down here in Toronto where I live, it's about $8. A gym membership, because you know, we're all trying to get a little bit fit. Down there, a gym membership on average is about $121 a month. And if you're planning on renting a 900 square foot home in a normal area in Geneva, be prepared to pay about $2,900 a month. Finally, we've made it into #1 spot, and we're talking about Zurich. And this is the largest city in Switzerland, and it is regarded to be the most expensive city to live in. Monthly rent for a 900 square foot furnished home in an expensive area would cost you around $3,300. So for a basic dinner for 2 people, it's about $85. But we do have to take into consideration that their wages are so high, which means prices are also high to accommodate that. So when it comes to expensive cities, you have to take a few things into consideration. Is it expensive to live there? Are you making a lot of money? Another consideration is, are you visiting into this country in which your country is poor? So that's why this list can go, you know, multiple ways. Let me know if I've missed anything on this list in the comment section below. This was a whole lot of fun, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, hit that like button. Also subscribe to this channel. If you guys want to continue watching videos just to the side of me, are 2 videos for you to click on. Maybe you've missed it. You know, click on it and continue watching Most Amazing Top 10 videos. That's it for me, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.